You are listening to the Sportcat Show.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. You're the one, the only Sportcat. I am here with you for the next 2 hours on Dare Talk Radio, Radio X, and Radio Country X. We are also live over on YouTube. Please come over and join the live chat. Find us under the Sportcat shows. We can interact and talk with you during the show. Wow, I'm doing a freeze here. Brenda, help me, save me. I'm freezing.
I have to smack you in the back of your head to fix your wires.
I need a reset. Yeah. So, yeah, everybody come over and join the chat. We have Denise here, as always. Welcome. Randy from Channel 12 Streaming TV Network. And Chris is here. Welcome. Let's see. Who else is here? I don't know. Everybody's here. Welcome. Let me do something before Brenda starts going postal here.
The views, opinions, and satirical content expressed on Sportcat's Daily Gazette are those of the host, Glenn Sportcat Jackson.
That's me.
And do not reflect the views of any affiliated networks, sponsors, or platforms hosting the show. This show is intended for entertainment purposes only.
That's right.
Please note, satire and humor, all commentary, especially on news, sports, and entertainment, is presented in a satirical manner. Statements made on this show should not be taken as factual reporting or professional advice.
Please no. Please no.
Viva la Sportcat. Sportcat Uberales.
That's me.
Viva la Sportcat. Go Sportcat.
That's
fans everywhere love the Sportcat.
That's for my Latino audience there. Hello, Missing Time. Welcome. Is everybody, does my audio sound okay to me? It seems weird, so I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm going deaf. So, how are you, Brenda? Are you feeling better today?
Oh no, actually a lot worse.
Oh Lord.
I'm
are you medicated?
Tired. No, I took my medication at 6 o'clock in the morning so that, and then I fell back to sleep at 7. And then I woke up just a few minutes before the show, so I'm kind of grumpy pants.
Let's see what I can do to keep you in check. So
yeah, let's see what kind of shit you're putting out today I can get pissed off at. Let's go.
Oh well, there's plenty of it. So
all right.
I've got, as always, I have a plethora of news stories that will probably offend you.
Why do I hear Star Wars?
I don't know. Are you hearing something? Is it something in the back of your head, Brenda?
I'm a fan, but I never listen to the Sportcat show.
There we go. And by God, I just looked down. I had an in-stream button until just a second ago. Now I do not. Damn it.
What is the problem with your man?
I don't know. And it's annoying me because it worked until 2 minutes ago. Damn it. I don't know. All right. Well, I've already messaged my technical support and told him that we've got to talk. So yes, Denise, it is game time. So it's 2:05 on the East Coast, and well, we don't really care about California. It's 11:05 p.m. Hello there, Gavin. Denver 12:05. I should change that to saying Pensacola, since I'm more Pensacola friendly than Denver friendly. Let's see. Where else are we? Perth. Good morning, Perth. It's 3:05. Stay up for another 2 hours. Tune in. Sydney, burnt toast and coffee time. Get your shit together. Listen to us going out the road as you're scarfing down that burnt Pop-Tart. So there we go. Chris is on a Star Wars stream. Mine does not have that feature. Well, I don't know what to tell you, Chris. I got all kinds of buttons here in case Brenda gets out of line or, something goes haywire. Squirrel! I don't have all the buttons I do at home, but I have a couple.
Where's the squirrels? Squirrels?
Oh, Lord. Brenda, stop. Instead of beeping you, I'm just going to whistle you. So. All right. So, well, as you can see, it's daylight over South America. We're not bombing yet. We're just stealing your shit. So that's okay. for the moment. And then we'll probably start bombing. And next, apparently, we've already threatened Colombia this morning. So it's a good day. It's a good day to be American because we're going to shut up. So
I think that all those planes that you've seen over Venezuela,
yeah,
I think that was cover to get that girl out.
Well, that's absolutely a positive thing that could have been. I don't know what the hell I just said. It's a possibility because they also had a Q9 that they were running cover for, a drone, and it was it was flying higher so that it could collect data. So SEAL Team 6 has, according to the Washington Post, been on the ground for a while. And I would assume that SEAL Team 6 was probably the extraction. And the ghost ship has been spotted there on and off. It was spotted yesterday when we stole an oil tanker. That's quite a possibility. They must have had some difficulties because they didn't get her to Oslo on time. Now she's in Oslo. Well, it is reported that, and in case you don't know who we're talking about the duly elected, I guess president, whatever, of Venezuela. She was to be in Oslo to accept her Nobel Peace Prize, but she is been in hiding since Maduro seized control of the military with the drug cartel. So, so the rumor is on the street that SEAL Team 6 extracted her. So that's that's a possibility. Plus, they know if they fire upon that jet that it's pretty much instant death for them. So, because, we're going to get into it in a bit here. Denise says she found bonomo. I don't know what that is. Turkish taffy. She hasn't seen it since she was a kid. Denise, I am still looking for atomic fireballs. So, was this drone as high as Brenda? Well, the jets were flying way low than they normally do. They were flying at 25,000 feet. So the jets were letting their presence be known, but the drone was definitely higher. I would say it was probably at 60. So, but I don't know. I'm not a military expert. I'm just
Jack likes those fireballs, and he's been looking for them too. So when he finds them, I'll get extra and I'll just send them to you.
Somebody, please send me atomic fireballs. I cannot find them, and it's driving me crazy. So, and I also, Jolly Rancher used to make. They used to make the sticks, the long like candy bar type thing, except it was a thin, long strip.
Right.
And they had them in watermelon, apple, I think grape. They even had them in a cherry, but they had fire too. Can't find that either. So, hey, Wendell, welcome to the show. So, Wendell, you're running late, but the sun is running early. 6 minutes, 39 seconds early. It changes day to day. It in 3i Atlas. Oh, and by the way, we're going to talk about our dearly beloved star. I saw another astrophysicist crying on TV last night, saying that it's coming, and the government is not telling us, and we're all going to die. So I don't know. I'm thinking dirty snowball, but
yeah. That honestly would be the least of our problems.
Well, here's the deal. If they're just doing that to get clicks, clickbait, which they do, obviously, with their titles. But if it comes and goes as a dirty snowball, everybody's going to be like, unsubscribed. So what's the point? So I don't know. Maybe it is aliens. The one guy is talking about how we were warned not to get certain technology or we would be eliminated, but they won't say what that technology is. Is it AI? Is it nuclear? Is it, I don't know. So what? Amazon has atomic fireballs? Well, Brenda, all right. Well, Denise says that they have her Amazon. I've looked. I've had Mrs. Sportcat look. So, and Randall says Oak Park, Illinois. They make them at the candy factory. You talking about the Jolly Ranchers, or what are you talking about? Oh, and by the way, so let me update the fans. If you hear some odd noises in the background, Ginger has a vet appointment at 4:30. So the minute we get off the air here, I gotta like get out of here and run right around the corner. It's real close. But I've tasked my almost 80-year-old mom with collecting her poo because they have to have a fresh poo sample. So I don't know who's going to win this war, the dog or her. So it's my bet on the dog. So
she wouldn't go when you walked her earlier.
No, and then when Mom walked her right before we came on, she's laying in the yard looking. It's almost as if Ginger knows.
Feed her.
Well, we have fed her. So
oh God,
I'm telling you, what the hell is she? She's a border collie. They are much smarter than us. They are much smarter.
Yes, they are. They are.
She sits and stares at me sometimes, and I think this bitch is reading my mind.
Yeah. Good thing about my dog is he's so little, so every time he eats, something comes out. So it's like time to poop.
Not with Hellhound. So we're on poop.
She's like, you ain't getting it. She's holding her butt cheeks closed.
Randy says the FRHA candy store. Okay, well, I'll send you my address too, Randy, and you can find me some Red Hots because I've been eating hot tamales. They're not good for you. And Chris says he can confirm that they have a 240 count atomic fireballs for $36.
Oh,
Denise never spreads disinformation. Well, if that's the case, maybe I can just order it. But I swear Mrs. Sportcat told me she couldn't find them. Of course, she
probably just didn't want you to have them.
There's a lot of truth to that. So, so she might have been holding out on me. I'll go look. So I've been looking at, have you checked out the Amazon? It's their haul section. That's what it's called. It's HAUL, and it's deals for Christmas. But the thing is, it's coming from China, so you have to buy like $50 worth. So I've got a rolling cart, and I go in there every now and then and look and see some of it's deleted. I'm like, what are you doing? I need that. So yeah.
Should have bought it earlier.
But I can't get. I don't want to just spend $50. I mean, I'm buying things that are like a couple bucks each that are normally, more expensive. But oh well. So. Well, if you went outside and looked up here in East Tennessee, you would have seen snow in the mountains. It snowed here, but it was just flurries. It was nothing major. Highly disappointing. So Randy says he has a copy of the new Predator movie. Ooh, Randy, you've got my address. Dropbox that shit to me. If you went outside and saw the moon is at 52%. We're headed to the new moon, Brenda. You know that, right? Yeah,
the wolf moon.
That's right. I was going to see if you remembered it from your drunken state yesterday. So.
I remember.
The wolf moon is coming next month, next year. So that seems so weird to say. So,
and it better have a wolf in it, because if it doesn't, I will never ever believe anything they say about a moon.
You're just going to be so disappointed if there's.
I will.
The beaver upset you, so.
Yes, it did. Absolutely. On the beaver, I'm afraid.
You were upset with the beavers. It's got to be nice to your beaver. Never mind. That would be good. Mrs. Sportcat. No, she never listens to these shows. I think she hates me. I've been paying attention to these things, and they're either adding more or these things just don't move. One or the other. I just don't know which it is. So I know about 2024 E1. I don't know. I've known about a couple of them, but and then they have changed this, because 3i Atlas once again is not here. There's some shady shit going on. So December 19th, what is that? 8 days away till the alien overlords come. Please, Randy, please do. So I was watching another physicist, and he said that there was a breaking news story that a piece of 3i Atlas broke off, and he said it broke off in a surgical type way and took a turn, like it had its own jettisons. So I went and looked at this. This is what they tell us this dirty snowball looks like. Looks like a potato to me, but do you see anywhere on here where there looks like a clean cut?
Nope, it looks the same exact way that it did.
Yeah, I think they're telling us something funny. Like I said, I really believe it's probably a dirty snowball, but you know, NASA hiding all the shit you're hiding. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, it's bad when you get Jose on a flip phone in Guadalajara has a better picture than goddamn $10 billion telescope. So, all right, Brenda, let's see what our choices are today. Canadian cities, sudden death. We don't want that because we'll probably be dead in the first round. NBA teams and cities, maybe, but you're not a sports fan. Hey, you captured my capital. Well, that sounds like a history lesson. Biggest countries bordering the Pacific Ocean. Days in the answer. Day is in the answer. Yeah, right. A potato. Yeah. The door is closed again. What the hell are you talking about, window? The door is closed. Am I missing something? The door is closed. Islands by largest city. You want to try doing day is in the answers? Like maybe it's like Day-O.
Sure.
You want to try?
Yeah.
All right, let's give this a try. All right. Oh, God. On second thought, no. No. All right. So we're done with this one. Let's go to the other one. So let's see. Stop. We did idioms and missing clothing yesterday. Photos of sauces. Now, I probably wouldn't be very good at that. Missing last something. And of course, our normal topics are pop music, movies, geography, science, computers, literature, classical music. I know nothing. Well, I know a little, but not much. History, television, sports, languages, and miscellaneous.
Let's do movies. I'm feeling good today. Let's do movies.
Movies. All right. So now you got to ask yourself: general, awards, characters, connections, directors, Disney, Bond, matches, quotes, titles, plots, soundtrack, specials, Star Wars, are superheroes. It is entirely possible that it never interacts with our planet, and it has still been the alien. We have been to space and never invaded anyone, allegedly. Well, we're America. We'd tell people if we did. So,
and then we'd only just go blow it up. So, what difference does it make?
Windows whatever amount of the comment went through the door, and the door is closed. Okay. So, which one do you want?
Let's do general. See what happens.
General. Okay. We're gonna probably need a lot. Oh Lord, here we got acting families, action hero movies, actors with three names.
Hero movies. Let's do that one.
All right. You want to do a hero number one? Action hero movie and actor number one?
Yeah, we'll start there.
Okay. So here we go. I'll read the question, and then there's 4 answers. It's multiple guess. So if you get it wrong, well, then they just kill you. So everybody make sure I don't want my computer to fry. We got to get this right. So the premise is, do you know which action hero actors, Stallone, Schwarzenegger, Willis, starred in these famous action movies? All right, here we go, Brenda. Here we go. You and Randy are the movie people, so hopefully you'll get me. Well, here we go. This is starting off kind of easy, I think. Terminator 2, Judgment Day from 1991. Bruce Willis, Harrison Ford, Christopher Lambert, or Arnold?
Arnold Schwarzenegger, wasn't it? Didn't he play in both of them?
As far as I know, yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Well, maybe... I don't know. Dirty Harry. Oh, well, I've met this guy from 1971. Clint Eastwood. Yes, I've met him. He has very soft, dainty hands for such a tough guy.
Oh, God.
Top Gun from 1986. Tom Cruise, Nicolas Cage, Kurt Russell, or Harrison Ford?
Tom Cruise.
Okay. All right. We're going to go onward here. XXX 2000. Which actor? Jackie Chan, Kurt Russell, Vin Diesel. I thought it was Vin Diesel, or Russell Crowe.
Well, I didn't see that movie, so I don't know.
Oh, well, okay. Well, you're
Vin Diesel, Randy said.
So we're going to go with Randy. All right. Well, here we go. Vin Diesel is a correct
There we
answer.
go.
All right. Double Impact from 1991. Ooh, that's a good movie. Gene Hackman, Jean-Claude Van Damme, Tom Cruise, or Christopher Lambert. Double Impact from 1991. Gene Hackman, Jean-Claude Van Damme, or Tom Cruise. So you think it's Jean-Claude?
Yeah,
I can't place the movie.
Randy said the same thing. So
okay, all right. You and Randy are on a roll here. Death Wish from 1974. Mickey Rourke, Harrison Ford, Charles Benson, Jackie Chan.
Charles Benson?
You think so? Is that what you think? Death Wish from 1974. Mickey Rourke, Harrison Ford, Charles Bronson, or Jackie
Charles
Chan?
Bronson.
All right. Is that your
Randy
final
said
answer?
Charles Bronson too.
Okay, so you and Randy. Hell, I'll just invite him to do this for me. The rest. Okay, this Randy's got to get this one. The Wrestler from 2008. Mickey Rourke, Nicolas Cage, Wesley Snipes, or Kurt Russell. The Wrestler from 2008. Mickey Rourke, Nicolas
I don't remember
Cage,
that movie.
Wesley Snipes, or Kurt Russell. Well, Randy better get this one. He says Rourke. No, I'm sorry. That's Chris. No, Randy and Chris both say Rourke. So we're going to trust him, Brenda?
Yeah.
All right. They got it. All right. I'm not saying because hell, I didn't remember that one. Delta Force from 1986. Did it star Kurt Russell, Bruce Willis, Chuck Norris, or Christopher Lambert? Delta Force from 1986.
Chuck Norris.
Oh, is that your final answer? Or anybody in the chat want to chime in? Delta Force.
Yeah, Chris and Randy both said Chuck Norris. So yeah.
Okay. All right. So we're going with Chuck. And Chuck was the right answer. All right. We're doing good so far. Oh, The French Connection from 1971. This is in your age group there. The French Connection from 1971. Bruce Lee, Gene Hackman, Clint Eastwood, Charles Bronson. I think this is a trick question.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Well, let's see. Because it's saying The French Connection, I'm going to rule out Bruce. I mean, I don't want to. I'm just going to say it's not to be racist, but
everybody's saying Hackman.
Yeah, I was going to go with Hackman as well. So, all right, Gene Hackman. All right, we've only got one more. You should get this one, Brenda. Raiders of the Lost Ark from 1981. Tom Selleck, Harrison Ford, Clint Eastwood, or Sylvester Stallone?
Harrison Ford.
All right, that's your final answer. All right, we did 10 out of 10. We are 100, and most of the people only do 8 or 9. So cool.
Really? Well,
yeah, that's what it said.
Yeah, because if it wasn't for Randy and Chris, I would have gotten half of those. Well, a couple of those. So
right,
yeah,
we're gonna step up and play level 2. We're gonna start off with which action character plays the main male role in 300 from 2006? Ooh, Antonio Banderas, Tom Berenger, Mark Wahlberg, or Gerard Butler? 300 from 2006. Who is the male action character, the lead role? Antonio Banderas, Tom Berenger, Mark Wahlberg, or Gerard, I guess, Butler? And Randy says Gerard Butler. We going with that? Anybody else in the chat there?
Yeah.
The chat is silent. They're like, you should have stayed at level 1, you dumbass. So. All right, we'll go with Randy. All right, Randy got us on that one. Oh, Gone in 60 Seconds from 2000. Keanu Reeves, Nicolas Cage, Denzel, or Antonio Banderas?
Ooh.
1 in 60 seconds. Reeves, Cage, Washington, or Banderas?
Cage?
I want to say Nicholas, and so does Randy. So, all right, we got 2 down. Oh my God, I'm so stressed. Okay, you should get this one, Brenda. This is a movie about Get Off My Lawn. Gran Torino from 2008. Bruce Willis, Daniel Craig, Clint Eastwood, or Pierce Bronson?
Get off my lawn.
Have you not seen Gran Torino?
No, I haven't.
He flicks that Marlboro down, yells, "Get off my lawn!" And then he goes in and gets an assault rifle.
Oh, wait. Then that would be oh God, is it?
Yes. He wrote, directed, and starred. I'll give you that hint. How about that? I know the answer to this one, so.
Clint Eastwood, maybe? I was trying to think of who smoked. So, yeah, probably Clint Eastwood. Yeah, there you go. I was going to say Eastwood or Bronson. So, one of the two.
There you go. Man on Fire from 2004. Who was the main character? Russell Crowe, Denzel Washington, Jean-Claude Van Damme, or Sylvester Stallone?
Oh, yeah, you got me on this one. I can only guess.
Okay.
Denzel Washington, maybe?
Okay. Well, I wasn't going to go with him, but all right. What's the chat say here? Man on Fire from 2004. Russell Crowe, Denzel, Jean-Claude Van Damme, or Sylvester Stallone? The chat's either slow or they don't know. Brenda, come on, Brenda, make my day. Man on Fire from 2004. Randy says Denzel. That's who you said too, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. I wasn't gonna go with Denzel, but I'll go with you guys. Oh, all right. I would have been wrong on that one. I was gonna go with Russell Crowe. Mad Max from 1979. Lead character was it Sylvester Stallone, Mel Gibson, Harrison Ford, or Nicolas Cage?
Mel Gibson.
All right, Mel Gibson. And Chris says Brenda does know that people can be shown smoking in movies because they are acting, right? Chris, I thought the same thing, but I just let it go. Desperado from 1995. Lead character, was it Sylvester, Ford, Antonio Banderas, or Mel Gibson? Got 2 that say Mel.
Antonio Banderas.
You're going to go with Antonio? Okay, well, now we got to fight because the chat is going Mel Gibson.
No, that was on the other one.
Are you
Randy
sure?
says Ontario.
Oh, okay.
Antonio Banderas.
There we go. Randy's like, pay attention to me. All right. Next one. Armageddon from 1998. Jason Statham, Russell Crowe, Bruce Willis, or Colin Farrell? Oh, God, if Colin Farrell had only started that.
Oh, now this one, I don't know.
This is one we should know because in 8 days we may be reenacting this. So I am going to go with Bruce, but let's see what the chat says. But I'm pretty sure it's Bruce. And
yep, that's what Randy and Chris are saying, Bruce.
Yeah, that's what I thought. They went on the Comet, placed dynamite, and they were like, somebody's got to stay. And well, so. The Thing from 1982. Was it Harrison Ford, Bruce Willis, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, or Kurt Russell? I don't think it was The Rock because I think that was a little bit too early for his career. We just guessed with Willis, so I don't think they'd have one back to back.
What about? I guess it could be Kurt Russell because he's about he was in his prime back then.
That would be my guess, Kurt Russell, and I think Randy.
Hang on. Randy, Wendell, Denise, all of them are saying it.
Kurt Russell. All right. Speed from 1994. Keanu Reeves, Nicolas Cage, Antonio Banderas or Denzel Washington? Speed.
That would be Keanu Reeves.
I'm pretty sure. Are you?
Yeah.
Is that your final answer? All right,
Yes.
don't screw this up. We're 2 questions away from being perfect today. Oh, okay. Lucky guess, Brenda. All right.
Oh, I watched that movie. I like Keanu Reeves.
Total Recall from 1990. Arnold Schwarzenegger,
Yep.
Pierce Bronson,
Nope.
Nicolas Cage,
Nope.
Russell Crowe.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, is that your final answer? We'll wait for the chat because I don't want to screw this up. We'll be perfect for the day if we don't screw this up. So we want to make sure we get this right. Total Recall from 1990. Who is the lead male hero? Arnold, Pierce, Nicholas, or Russell?
The chat says Arnold.
Everybody is going with Arnold. All right. And so we are perfect again. So, hey, everybody else is still scoring 8s. And between us and the chat, we make a whole human. So there you go.
We are one brain.
We are one brain. Hive mind. So there you go.
Hive mind.
Let's see here. All right. So today is December 11th. A nerdy mathematician was riding his Segway in a circle when he realized his outer wheel was traveling twice as fast as his inner wheel. If the wheels are 20 inches apart, what is the diameter of the outer wheel?
The hell wrote this shit?
The picture's not scale, by the way. So
Oh
the
my
20,
God.
20 feet, whatever it is, what is the correct diameter? If the outer wheel, or no, I'm sorry, the inner, if the wheels are 20 inches apart, what is the diameter of the outer wheels track? Well, we'd have to know the length of the deck, wouldn't we? That's what she said.
I would say it doesn't matter. They're the same. I don't know. Shit.
No, it's not the same. It's probably like 28. I don't know. It would be twice as fast. Oh, we're talking speed. Shit, I was going down. Some Jesus. For the outer wheel to go twice as fast as the inner, circumference of the outer track must be twice that of the inner. So the circular track is directly proportional to the radius. We know that the distance between the inner and outer is 20. Okay, so 40 or 80. Hell, I don't know. I give up. I'm done. It was math. So yesterday's the past, tomorrow's the future, but today is a gift. That's why it's called the present. That is from Bill Keane, the creator.
That is retarded.
It's true. So on TV, the first now this is going to be one Wendell complains about. I already see this one coming. U.S. TV's first interracial kiss on this day in 1967. Sammy Davis Jr. and Nancy Sinatra kiss on her TV special Movin' with Nancy. This predated the Star Trek kiss between William Shatner and Nichelle Nichols' character on Star Trek by almost a year. However, this is considered a, quote, unscripted kiss, whereas the Star Trek kiss was scripted. So while this was the first U.S. TV kisses between black and white characters, there were many other kisses between mixed race couples prior to this, especially between Caucasians and Asians. Why do we care?
Well, why are we overlooking the fact that Frank Sinatra's wife was kissing Sammy Davis Jr.?
I mean, Sammy
why are we overlooking that?
Sammy was a player, so I mean, Sammy was the G. So I don't know why we even care, but apparently December 11th.
But anyways,
you can't write a segue without making a math problem out of it. You should donate the segue to someone else. Agreed. Yeah, and Randall is right. He was the Candy Man. Psycho,
yeah, he was.
1959, opened today. The Alfred Hitchcock classic Psycho is opening today in 1959. So it was his most financially successful film. I didn't know that. It was on a budget of 800,000. It made 32 million on its release. Wow.
That was a good movie.
I would have thought it was the Birds one, but guess not.
I know some guy that we think that his mom is dressed up as sitting in her attic, and he just goes and talks to her body.
What?
Yeah.
What are you talking
serious, man. I know a guy that, we think he's crazy and he talks to his dead mom in the attic, but we think that she's wearing a dress. Don't ask.
What the actual hell are you talking about?
One day.
Jesus Christ. What are you talking about? Are you on drugs, Brenda? What the hell?
No, I am not.
Good
I'm
Lord.
tired.
World War II. Italy and Germany declare war against the U.S. Italy declared war on us, those bastards. Italy and Germany declare war against the U.S., with Adolf Hitler declaring, after victory has been achieved, Germany, Italy, and Japan will continue in the closest cooperation with a view to establishing a new and just order. In return, the U.S. declared war against them. Also, today, Poland declared a war on Japan. Man, we were just all declaring war on each other.
And then there was treaties made, and everybody moved to Antarctica.
I just don't understand. The kings renounce throne for love. December 11th, 1936, King Edward VIII renounces his throne so that he could marry American divorcee Mrs. Wallace Warfield Simpson. He had just become a king in January. He then became the Duke of Windsor, and his brother went on to become King George the Ninth. Interesting. So for a piece of tail, he gave up everything. All right. Well, couldn't he just had her on the side and then we get tired of her just run around the castle or something? I mean, why do we have to?
That damn thing should have been made of gold.
Why do I have to give up this shit to have? I could have any woman. I'm king. No, I'm sorry. On this day in 1917, 13 black soldiers are hung. How does Randy not have my
Randy
email?
needs your email.
We have corresponded. It's sportcat@protonmail.com are the show email. Para are normal guys at Gmail. So 13 black soldiers are hung after being convicted of participating in the Houston Black Soldier Riot, in which 20 people were killed. It was a mutiny by 156 black soldiers of the 3rd Battalion of the all-black 24th U.S. Infantry Regiment, resulting in the death of 4 soldiers, 16 civilians. The riots began after police beating of 2 of the black soldiers. The soldiers then armed themselves with munitions from Camp Logan and began a march on Houston. One of the officers involved in the beating was killed in the riots. This was the largest murder trial in U.S. history. In total, 19 soldiers were executed for riot and 41 were given life sentences. I do not remember this story from American history.
I don't either, but
again, that's interesting.
Somebody messed up and put that in there and just, said, hey, here's a part of history we never taught you.
Yeah, well, I mean, no, I don't remember that. And that seems to me that was an important part of history. Also, last night, while researching my show for the Thin Line Rock Station, I discovered that Santa Claus was one of the biggest bank robbers in Texas. It's a long, complicated story, but dude went in with Santa Claus costume. Everyone's like, oh, how are you? Merry Christmas. And he pops the cashier. Now give me all your money. It sounds like the opening scene for a horror movie, but apparently it's true. So,
well, he was stealing from the rich and giving to the poor.
Chris says, when you said 13 soldiers were hung, I thought it was going to be X-rated.
And Santa had to find a way to pay his elves too, so
Well, one of the elves was the accomplice, or it's a complicated story. Yeah. This day in 1934, Bill Wilson began his sobriety. He would go on to co-found Alcoholics Anonymous the following year. He had his first drink in 1917, claiming, I had found the elixir of life. However, his drinking quickly got out of hand. He failed to graduate from law school because he was too drunk to pick up his diploma. Wilson achieved sobriety when he had a religious experience asking for God's help to get him sober. He then went on to co-found AA, helping thousands others achieve sobriety. As the proof that the desire to drink never goes away, on his deathbed, he asked for a shot of whiskey, and his nurse refused the request.
We've covered this before.
The bitch. Give him a shot. He's dying. Give him some.
We've covered this before. I remember this.
That's Mandura.
Whatever daddy wants, daddy gets.
Yeah, give him that shot.
Whatever daddy wants, daddy gets. Whatever daddy wants.
That's right. Give him that shot of whiskey.
What daddy gets. All right.
Yeah, give him his drink on his deathbed, for God's sake. It's what I mean, he's dying. Come on. So.
Yeah,
Indiana in 1816 on this day become the 19th state. Do you know what it means, Brenda? It means land of the Indians. Residents of Indiana are known as Hoosiers, which is a term for a backwoodsman, a rough countryman, or a country bumpkin. Is that another word for saying redneck? Is it?
Yeah, I think so.
Mm-hmm. Is redneck politically correct anymore? I don't know.
It should be. I mean, we're proud of that.
Well, yeah, but we're proud of a lot of things we probably shouldn't be. Brenda Lee, American singer, I'm Sorry, Rocking Around the Christmas Tree, and I Want to Be Wanted.
That's
Brenda
who I was
Lee,
named after. That's my name. That's my actual name is Brenda Lee.
Oh, I thought that this was your CIA cover name. So, all right. Well, Brenda Lee was born in 1944.
That's who I was named after. My mother loved that woman.
Oh, cool. Well, all right. Rita Morano. Rita Morano was born this day in 1931 from West Side Story, Puerto Rican actress. Okay. She's the first actress to have won an Oscar and an Emmy and a Golden Globe. She got was it the Triple Crown? Vampira Maria Nurmi, I thought that's who you were named after, was born this day in 1922. A Finnish-American actress. She created the 50s character Vampira, which was used in several movies and became the first costume horror show on KABC TV, The Vampire Show. The character was created when she attended a masquerade ball in a costume inspired by character Morticia Adams. Her costume attracted the attention of a TV producer. Oh, I bet it did. Stromberg, who asked, come over here, sit on my lap. Let's talk about this. Wow. She was the model for Maleficent, the evil witch in Disney's version of Sleeping Beauty. She was Vampire Girl in Plan 9 from Outer Space. Okay. Today on December 11th, 1843, Robert Kirsch, a German Nobel Prize-winning physician, not named Trump, he was the first to prove that a bacterium could cause disease, anthrax. He also discovered that bacterium causes TB, tuberculosis, and that bacteria causes cholera. That's STD. So, he was the first to prove that. What are you laughing about?
Everything that we have, a common cold, is caused by bacteria.
Sherry says, hey, Glenn, Brenda, Randy, Chris, and everyone else.
Sherry.
Welcome. Jermaine Jackson, born this day in 1954. Bess Armstrong in 1953 from Married People. Christina Onassis, wasn't she part of the Kennedys? She was born in 1950. Elizabeth Bauer, 2017. She was an American actress. Terry Garr, she was born this day in 1944. Young Frankenstein, Close Encounters, Tootsie, Mr. Mom. She was a dancer in Elvis's musicals. Interesting. Linda Day George. Hello, Juan. Welcome. Linda Day George, not one, was born this day in 1944. Mission Impossible. Donna Mills from Knott's Landing in 1940. Ron Carey from Barney Miller. He was born in 1935. He was Officer Levitt. Oh, okay. I remember him. Bigwana Shri Rajahani. He was born this day in 1931. He had hundreds of followers known as the Orange People. This was before Trump, apparently. So,
so there was. That is a color of people. The orange people.
Dick Tuffeld. He's from Lost in Space. Born this day in 1926. Betsy Booger. Shit, Jesus. Betsy Blair, born in 1923, from 30-something. She married Gene Kelly. Joe Master. That was just a true blooper. Hell, I just didn't read it. Joe Masteroff in 1990. Who the hell are these people? I'm moving on. So.
Please.
I can't pronounce this. Oh, wait a minute. I got to get this one for Chris. Leo X, born this day in 1475. He was the 217th Pope. His granting of indulgences for contributions to the church led to the Reformation, or is it Reformation? He excommunicated Martin Luther in 1521. He was ordained. Well, whatever. He kicked him out. He was an ordained priest after being elected Pope. How the hell do you do that? You become a priest and a post and a pope. Jesus Christ. Somebody take over the show. I can't speak today. Jesus Christ. So Chris is more concerned with Booger than he is with Leo. All right, I'm moving on. So I'm really concerned about how he could have been an ordained priest and a pope. I'm confused. And he was the only non-priest to be elected pope. But how do you? Oh, Jesus! Right, I don't know. They hung him later in a military tribunal. What the hell do I know? So this day in 1620, the Pilgrims come ashore in Plymouth Bay, traditionally thought to be at Plymouth Rock. See, there you go. The rock is still there, by the way. Did you know? Well, it's still there, but it's not in the same there. There's no there, but it was moved. So
there's no there, but it was
there's
moved.
No there. It was there. So.
Oh, wow.
Crazy show today. Today in music, 1946, Hank Williams begins recording for the Sterling Records label. 1951, Joe DiMaggio says, "That's it. I'm done. I'm out of here." So.
Good on you,
John Eleanor Reichner, a male cross-dressing prostitute, is brought to court in London for committing that detestable, unmentionable, and ignominious vice in late medieval England's only recorded case on same-sex intercourse. However, they reached no verdict. December 11th, 1395.
So you read that just fine, but you messed up the name.
Oh, for God's sake. Just leave me alone about the booger. So leave me alone about the booger. 1963, Frank Sinatra Jr. is found safe. He found out that his wife had been kissing Sammy, and so he hid in the closet. A few days after Frank was kidnapped by the son of Old Blue Eyes is found safe. His kidnappers were swiftly apprehended in jail with their false allegations that the Sinatra family was behind the kidnapping, followed him for the rest of his life. See, I'm telling you right there. I called it before I read it. Sammy was kissing the wife, and he went and hid and didn't want anybody to know and said he was kidnapped. So there you go.
Yeah. I mean,
this day in 1964, Sam Cooke, the music legend, is shot to death in a hotel in L.A.
Oh.
Did you know that? I didn't know that.
Figure.
So the manager of the motel claims she shot him in self-defense after he threatened her life and tried to rape her. He checked in with, after he threatened her life and tried to rape the young woman he checked in with. So they eventually ruled the homicide was justifiable. But
okay, I'm just going to say this. I'm going to say this.
Oh my God.
If you go to a hotel with a guy there is usually intention there.
Well,
I mean,
I
think
tell you, I've
about it.
wasted a lot of damn money. So, you fucking playing Yahtzee? I'm naked. Huh? So a lot of damn money wasted. So, let's see. We talked about that fella already. UNICEF. We used to joke about UNICEF, but 1946, the United Nations formed UNICEF.
And now we give them billions of dollars.
Yeah. Jimmy Carter did something. Two grown men hug. Clinton did something. What the hell did Clinton do?
Clinton's always doing something.
I don't know. Now they impeached Clinton on this day, so there you go. Bernie was arrested back then. Madoff, not. Yeah, we're going to talk about that. Let's just get on with this. So today is International Mountain Day. It is also anniversary of the Statue of Westminster. It's Burkina Faso Republic Day. Christmas Jumper Day. Brenda, do you have a jumper?
No, I don't.
We should have a jumper. Maybe we should have a Christmas show and wear matching pajamas. So, holiday food drive for needy animals. National App Day. National John, Jon Day. Noodle Ring Day. I cannot eat them anymore.
What in the hell is a noodle ring?
SpaghettiOs.
Oh,
yeah.
I have a can of that sitting in my cupboard.
Nope. I can't eat them after I ran a call and it was a bad call. And yeah, I will never be able to eat SpaghettiOs again. It's National Tango Day. National Have a Bagel Day. I like bagels. Do you like bagels?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes, bagels with sour or cream cheese. Yeah.
I guess there's other noodle rings, but that was SpaghettiOs. I couldn't eat SpaghettiOs. So yeah. I'll remember that for the rest of my life. Let's see. Have a bagel day. That's not a noodle ring. It's National Stretching Day. Did you do your stretching this morning?
Yes, I did when I woke up.
Okay. In other words, you sat up and said, I'm getting out of bed. So there you go.
I did a stretch and I pulled a muscle in my nub and it was sore for a while.
Wait a minute. Did you just say you pulled a muscle in your nub?
I did. I pulled a muscle in my nub.
Randy, please clip that. Today is the 345th day of 2025. 81st day of autumn. Why does autumn seem like it's so damn long? So
I don't know, but
needs to get over it. Today in 1981, Muhammad Ali fought his final match, losing unanimously to Trevor Brebrick. Did you know that?
No.
He did. You only have power over people as long as you don't take everything away from them. But when you've robbed a man of everything, he's no longer in your power. He's free again. Okay.
Interesting.
Today's lucky number is $17.3 billion. That's the amount of money that Bernie Bernie Madoff from his Ponzi scheme stole from everybody. So Ponzi, whatever. So, whatever. It's him. He stole it. 10 days until winter begins. So I'm not even going to ask you the house cleaning trick because you probably don't know. You pulled your nub. All right, so let's get on with some news here. So this was breaking as we came on. Donald Trump appears to struggle with his words during a Fox News press conference, repeatedly saying Fed hair instead of Fed chair when criticizing Jerome Powell, sparking viewer concern. They were airing a live press conference when Trump froze, lost his train of thought, and started saying Fed hair. Trump was discussing the reduction of interest rates, which has lowered borrowing costs in the United States for the third time in 2025, but took a swipe at Jerome Powell in the process. Often referred to as Fed chair, downplayed the need for immediate tax hikes, but did not appease Trump, who stated, we're scheduled to be at 4%, which is pretty amazing because we have a deadhead Deadhead fed hair. I mean, this guy is the Federal Reserve stiff. What the hell did he just say?
Sounds like you were up there giving that speech.
The guy's got a dead head and fed hair. All right.
Sounds like you were giving that speech today or that day.
At
least he didn't call anybody booger. Come on now.
Well, I mean, he could have. I would like to hear President Trump say the word booger. I would clip that. So
booger.
He kept repeating "fed hair" and then said "dead head." I don't know. So Randy said he pulled his groin this morning when he got up, and it felt so good he pulled it again. Denise, come back when you can stay. We will miss you. NATO apparently has sent out a message telling everyone to prepare for war like our grandparents saw. So NATO Secretary General Booger Root warned that the alliance has become Vladimir Putin's next target, urging member nations to brace themselves for the scale of war our grandparents and great-grandparents endured. During NATO realize Berlin, Booger declared that Europe is already in the danger zone. He also believes Russia could be poised to launch a military action against NATO within the next 5 years. Booger continued, "We are Russia's next target. I fear that too many are quietly complacent. Too many don't feel the urgency, and too many believe that time is on our side. It is not. The time for action is now. Conflict is out the door. Russia has brought war back to Europe. We must be prepared for the scale of war our grandparents and great-grandparents endured." His remarks followed a veiled nuclear threat that was released on Russian state TV. And reports have emerged that a British paratrooper had been killed in Ukraine. What was he doing in Ukraine? So Putin propagandists claim that British military presence in Ukraine constitutes a quasi-belli justification for a nuclear attack on UK. A prominent Russia news presenter, Vladimir Solova, declared to his audience on his evening program, "Now a nuclear strike on Britain is inevitable." All right, so another report of Putin stated on state TV, "This incident should be considered a quasi-belli," I guess it's Latin for we need to fuck shit up, "when the British Military of Defense officially acknowledged his death of its military personnel on active duty in Ukraine." He urged the Russian Foreign Ministry to summon the British ambassador Nigel Casey to explain what an active duty military officer was doing there. "You might as well launch a nuclear strike on the UK. This can be really considered a quasi-belli, just like the plundering of our sovereign assets. This is official. He is a member of the British Armed Service who died on the territory of Ukraine, which is in direct conflict with us. So we can assume that there is British military contingent there, which is fighting against the Russian army." Well, there it comes, Brenda. It's about to happen. So
there it is.
Well, we're gonna have to go in and take care of some business. So.
No, we won't. Do they not realize that along with Russia comes China?
And Iran. Let's not forget them, and let's throw North Korea in there. So
NATO needs to shut the hell up and sit down and quit doing their shit. That's what they need to do. Here we go. Get me going.
All right. Democrat Representative Benny Thompson says the targeted ambush attack by an Afghan man on the D.C. National Guard's troop was, and this is his words, an unfortunate accident.
Wait, what?
Okay,
hang on.
Representative Benny Thompson says the targeted ambushed attack by an Afghan man on D.C. National Guard's troops was an unfortunate accident. Those are his words, not mine.
Okay, either that man tripped and hit his head on a fucking curb, or he's been living underground. That was no accident. The man walked up and he plugged both of them in the head. What the fuck does he mean was an accident? Who the hell does that? Boy, that man's stupid. That man is just stupid. Get him the fuck out. Put him back in the nursing home. That's ridiculous. It was an accident. Right.
Would you like me to continue the article, or?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Sorry.
I'm Hulk Hogan, the greatest wrestler of all time.
It's Brenda right now. She's standing on her nub, ripping her bra off.
No, I just sat up, let me tell you.
During a House hearing on Thursday, Representative Benny Thompson, he's a Democrat from Mississippi, referred to the murder of National Guardsman Sarah Beckstrom by an Afghan national charged with targeting her and her colleague, Andrew Wolf, in an ambush attack, an unfortunate incident. Department of Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem, who was the subject of Thompson's questions, balked, saying, "You think that was an unfortunate accident? It was a terrorist attack. They shot our National Guardsman in the head. Wolf is still in the hospital with critical injuries." To which he replied, "Madam Secretary, you are the gentleman." Wait a minute. Madam Secretary Thompson began. Okay, who the hell is Thompson? Did I get my story correct here? No, that's him. Madam Secretary, you and the gentleman from the NCTC reference the unfortunate accident occurred with the National Guardsman being killed. After being scolded by Noem, Thompson said he would get it straight in his other comments. Then he called Beckstrom's murder and Wolf's critical injuries an unfortunate situation that both of them were shot in the head.
Did Kristi know where
hopefully they get this out to everybody in Mississippi, and they see this is who you send to Congress. He's apparently anti-American. So I'm just going to go out on a limb and call him anti-American because, all right, we're going to just move on. But anybody in Mississippi within the sound of my voice, remember when it's time to reelect Benny, you need to find somebody else because Benny is not an American. He's an idiot. All right, so Brenda, here we go. We're going to get on this now because we've got like 20 stories on this.
No.
As if a scene from Pirates of the Caribbean, the U.S. has seized a Venezuelan oil tanker. So, yes, in a major move laying the groundwork for a regime change in a war against Venezuela, Don ordered the seizure Wednesday of Venezuela's oil tanker near the coast of that country. This is a serious escalation of tensions in the region and has been condemned by several U.S. lawmakers, including Senator Chris Van Hollen, a Democrat from Maryland, a member of the Senate Foreign Relations Committee. The administration's claim that the seizure was about preventing delivery of oil to terrorists and interdicting drugs is a big lie, and just one more piece of evidence that this is more about a regime change. Democrat Senator Dick Durbin from Illinois said that Trump was preparing for war against Venezuela. Well, the Venezuelan government released a statement that said it constituted a blatant theft and an act of international piracy. Under these circumstances, the true reasons for the prolonged aggression against Venezuela have finally been revealed. It has always been about our natural resources, our oil, our energy, the resources that belong exclusively to the Venezuela people. Maduro, the president of Venezuela, has declared the action an act of piracy, saying it was aimed specifically at removing him from office. In a discussion Wednesday with the press, Trump, whose health and ability to focus appeared to be deteriorating, made no secret of his intention to oust Maduro, declaring he has got to go. He refused to rule out a full-scale invasion of the country and even extended his threats to neighboring Colombia, saying that the president of Colombia will be next if he doesn't watch out. Trump's on a roll. He claimed that the leadership of that country, too, was also encouraging international drug trade. The president made no mention, of course, of his recent pardon of the former president of Honduras, Juan Orlando Hernandez, who was found guilty of being a major international drug trafficker. Yeah, he should have never done that. The Caesar, he had a Caesar of the Venezuela tanker, is illegal under international law, and it follows the illegal U.S. bombing and sinking of many fishing boats.
Oh, here we go again with the fishing boats.
80 people and their little teeny tiny boats out fishing have been murdered by Trump. So the Venezuelan tanker was named Skipper. It was first sanctioned by the Biden administration in 2022 for allegedly carrying oil to Iran, a country that the U.S. has sanctioned for years. That was before Trump took over. No military action was taken, however, by the U.S. against the ship until Trump took over. Well, it's about time. There's a new sheriff in town. If you watch the footage that the military released, it looked like a Hollywood movie. We had helicopters and boats and tanks and all kinds of shit. So, yeah, and then the president said, well, I guess we're going to keep it. And he's talking about the ship and the oil. So, you know, I got to say something here. For years, America has lost blood for all kinds of countries all over the world, and we just give them their shit back. So, you know, if we want to keep a tanker in the toy box, okay, let's keep a tanker. Come on, you know. So I reckon we're just going to keep good time. So, yes. And they're saying it was the United States Navy has actually captured it, but it was actually a coordinated effort from the Coast Guard and the Navy with the Marines and Air Force patrols overhead, because the ship was barely, if at all, in international water, and people from the shore could have taken pop shots at our Coast Guard, the Coast Guard, God love them, they aren't prepared for missiles being shot at them. So that's where the Navy and the Air Force came in. But luckily, nobody fired off any rounds on either side. And according to Pam Bondi, we had a search warrant that was duly issued by a judge and said that we could board, search, and seize the vessel. So the ship is going to be taken to a location in the Gulf of America, drained of its precious gold, and then the courts will have to decide where the monies for the precious gold oil goes. But that was according to the press release from Carolyn Levitt today. So what do we know about it? Well, it's a 20-year-old oil tanker. I'm sure we can repurpose it to blow shit up or something. I don't know. We can use it for something.
You know, I read an article earlier about Ireland. They're giving $90,000 to somebody if they come over to a spot that they have and they repopulate this spot. And it looked beautiful. And so now I'm thinking, well, maybe I just want to move there.
You know, I don't think Ireland has declared war on anybody lately. So
that's what I'm saying. Okay, it sounds peaceful. I'm going.
Maybe so. The strike force included 2 helicopters with special operations forces, 10 members of the U.S. Coast Guard, 10 Marines, and sources said the boarding team was composed of the Coast Guard's Maritime Security Response Team, which I did not know the Coast Guard had special forces, which is based out of Chesapeake, Virginia. I did not know that they had special forces, but so they get to finally have a mission. They've never had a mission in their entire existence, and they get to go steal an oil tanker. I'm America. I'm here for it. Hell yeah! So, we executed a search and seizure, and we have everyone in custody without any shots fired. So that's good news. We do have the skipper of the skipper in custody, because apparently he knew what he was doing. He didn't just work for the company. The other people are being questioned by the FBI currently. So
yeah, I'm moving to Ireland. I'm going to grow a beard and learn how to drink alcohol. That's what I'm doing. That's me. Find me in a pub.
The ship was flying a flag from the government of Guyana, which borders Venezuela. But if you remember your history correctly, Venezuela overtook Guyana and said, that's ours. We're not giving it back. So Guyana technically doesn't exist. But the South American country nonetheless said that that's not our boat.
That's not mine.
Trump said it's mine now, bitches. So
it's amazing how nobody wants to claim it now.
Yeah. So apparently there are now 30 others that are on the list that are at risk for search and seizure. So
oh God.
It's called a shadow fleet that operates under the Iranian and Venezuelan government. And the skipper of the skipper was known to send out false signals, change, I guess when they send their data up to the satellites and says, we're this ship, he's changed it. He's changed location. So he's spoofed his location and changed the name of the ship several times. So Venezuela says, of course, this is a blatant theft, calling it piracy. So we'll see. But Iran technically is the one that carries the banknote on the ship. So we'll see if that works out. Oh, we're going to have to blow some shit up there too. So apparently this is upset President Vladimir Putin, and Putin and Maduro have had a conversation about this, and Putin has said that he is going to do everything in his power to support the government. That he is furious that couple guys got off a helicopter named Booger and took a tanker. So
right, Booger.
So the Coast Guard had their first successful U.S. Special Forces mission. Congratulations to them. You're only 200 and some years old, so congratulations. Took you a minute to catch up. So, yeah. Please tell me there was a coastie named Booger on there. I just need to know this.
Daniel Booger.
Yep. So Iran has condemned it as well. They said that it's piracy, give us our shit back. But no, it's not going to happen. We're apparently, according to President Trump, we're just going to keep it.
It's fair game. We found it. It's ours.
You remember yesterday when I said we were a bully?
No giving backsies.
Yeah, it could be. Even Cuba is saying that it's wrong. So if you have Cuba, Iran, and Russia and Venezuela all saying it was bad, it has to be bad. So
right.
All we need is a guy named Booger. So
that's it.
But yeah, so it's been sending out its fake location. I'm wondering if the other day when the Reaper drone was up, if it actually was the one that said, no, wait, there's a tanker down there that's not showing up on satellite. Huh. Let's see.
Well, maybe that's why they did it, because they were being sneaky about it.
Well, see, it was up here by St. George, and it was reporting that it was down here off the coast of Georgetown under a different flag and signal. So it was giving fake data. And once it had made it past the Bridgetown, it was in open water and it was gone. So yeah. He was operating maritime laws illegally. So yeah, he said he was going to go down under Africa in his boat path and then up into Iran and then to China. We've yet to hear China say anything about it. So, but yeah, he wasn't when he was supposed to.
The booger was coming.
Yeah. So, Trump says we're keeping it. Maduro, who notice he surrounds himself by women. So, he says that he condemns this act of U.S. terrorism and piracy. So now we're the bad guys. So Trump said it was seized for a very good reason and then mumbled dead hair several times. So, and then he said booger. I'm not really sure what any of that meant, but he's the president. So by God, that's what we do. So
Find the booger at the law.
please, everybody, do not rely on this channel for reliable and 100% accurate reporting, especially when you have people named Booger taking pirate ships. So, the Venezuelan leader, Maria, the one that won the Nobel Peace Prize that beat Trump out for it by actually, not blowing shit up, claims that Russia, Iran, Hezbollah, Hamas, and drug cartels have already invaded her country and encourages a U.S. invasion. So, interesting news there. So, of course, we know she's still in hiding, probably being protected by the U.S. government. So, I don't know. We'll just keep taking their oil and seizing their ships and planes and stuff and see what happens. So, but and dealing with Maduro is not just a distraction to the Epstein files, which it is that, but we got to get rid of this guy. So, because he is the king of the drug cartels and probably a lot of underground criminal organizations as well. And I'm going to have a story coming up next, and this is really going to infuriate you, Brenda, but so we've got to deal with this guy because if not, China and Russia are going to have a foothold in the Gulf and it'll be problems. All right. I want to say first off, before I even report this is going all over the web in doom scrolling and fake news. Well, no, I don't want to say fake news. It's going all around the internet and being reported as credible news, but I do not, and I could not. I looked high and low for a reputable news source, and I couldn't find one. So this is the best I've come up with. I'm going to read this because, well, I think there's some validity to it, but I really would like to accurate release, which is hard to do with these. You can get a press release from a drug gang is probably kind of hard. But anyhow, this is posted anonymously on Facebook. It's made its rounds all over the web, and it says that Venezuela's former chief of national intelligence, which is Hugo Carvalho, has officially released every U.S. senator who is on the, quote, Venezuela list. Politicians who have been receiving millions of dollars in kickbacks from the Maduro regime and the Venezuelan drug trafficking organization that make up his government in exchange for using their government position to influence and undermine President Trump and Secretary of War Pete Hegseth's ongoing war with these narco-terrorists. Every one of these senators is guilty of providing aid and comfort to the enemy during a time of war and has blood on their fellow American citizens, hundreds of thousands of whom died due to drug use and drug overdoses every year at the hands of these criminal drug trafficking organization that brings deadly drugs into our country on their hands. May each and every one of them be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law, and may the names forever live in shame for their treason. And there is a complete list here. Both Democrat senators from Georgia, Ossoff and Warnock, are on there. Rand Paul is on there. There's several Republicans. Chuck Grassley is on there. Johnny Erst, Mitch McConnell, Bill Cassidy, Susan Collins. I'm naming Republicans at the moment, but this is quite a list. And this is making its round on the web as real news. I cannot find a accurate source. John Thune, John Corn from Texas, Bernie Sanders. He would be the last I would expect of this. Yeah, this is a complete list. almost every Democrat in the House and Senate.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't know if this is, I cannot find a report. Thank you, Randy. I cannot find a report that I can say is an accurate news source, but this is where all of them lead back to is this one post on Facebook, and it's from a group called Speak Up CNMII. And it's an anonymous participant that has posted this. But this is quite a list of people here. So I don't know what the deal is. I don't know if this is real or if it's fake, but I can tell you that it is making its way through the prepper community. It's making its way through the militia groups. So it could be something that is trying to stir a false flag, or it could be actual factual news that no one wants to report. I can't say, but it's out there. It's out there and it's on the web. So you know what, Brenda, I'll just send it to you. How about that?
That'll work.
There you go. So I'll send it to you so you can research it and see. I looked since last night and I can't find a credible source. So I'm not going to confirm the validity of this. I'm not even going to make jokes about it because there's some names on here that are kind of shocking. I mean, like Adam Schiff doesn't surprise me.
No,
Rand Paul and Bernie kind of surprised me because even though Bernie is kind of an asshole, I don't even think he would be that low. And so, and the thing with the two Georgia senators, they haven't been in there very long. So I'm not saying it's not possible, but Ossoff and Warnock, this is their first term. They haven't had re-election yet. And I'm just going to say, if they were going to be brought into this group, buddy, it seems like they would have had a little longer tenure. So
yeah,
I don't know. I'm not saying they're guilty or innocent, but I'm saying that this is making its way through the prepper community, the militia community, in the doom scrolling community. So could it be just somebody stirring shit? Absolutely. Could it be reported and we can't get a factual release from a guy in prison or a drug war gang, a drug leader, So I don't know. I'm just going to leave it at that, but it's out there. It is making its rounds. Whether or not it's real or not, I can't say. So we talked about yesterday the atmospheric river. Well, Washington is got almost every river now at above flood stages. They were spending the night doing multiple rescues, water rescues. And the worst part about this is the next river that is about to come across into the United States, it's going to come in a little bit south. So Oregon will be more in the crosshairs of this next one. But it is so long, it extends from the U.S. coast to over the Philippines. So that's trillions of gallons of water that's coming. So if you were in a flood zone on the West Coast, pay attention to your local weather because this next one that is coming is going to be larger than the first one that we just had. So pay attention to your local weather if you're on the West Coast. Oregon, Washington, California, you could see some serious rains and floods. And of course, that's going to continue across the U.S. and it's going to equal snow in the Rockies and possibly even down into the Appalachia. So pay attention. So keep be weather aware for the next couple of days. For the next 2 weeks, really. Zelensky is said that he is open to wartime elections if the U.S. allies can guarantee security. Now, what he wants is a couple things. He wants to make sure that there's secure elections, which I can agree. But he also, if he loses, wants to be guaranteed security. So we'll see. President Trump is pushing for elections. He says that just because they're in war does not mean that they can't have elections. Look at the United States. We were in a civil war and had an election. So, it can be done. So he's pushing for it. Zelensky says, well, okay, Dad, I'll do it, but just make sure I'm safe. Yeah, so.
Oh, God.
I almost want to make a challenge coin of this. He has launched his $1 million gold coin. I seriously want to, if anybody's interested in doing this, we need a Kickstarter to get about $600 to get 100 of them. But I would set up and do. It wouldn't be an actual gold thing. It would be a facsimile in gold coloring of a $1 million gold immigration card. But Trump officially released them yesterday. So, yeah, supposedly if you have $1 million and you meet all the criteria, go to the website and you can buy the Trump gold card to get in. And if anybody is interested, I will seriously make one. I'll design the front just as it's seen in the front there, and then on the back we can group together and I don't know, put a sinking oil ship on it or something. We'll
put Betty Booger on there.
Yeah. Name it Booger. So this has been a news story that's making headlines recently. The University of Michigan is kind of caught up in a scandal it didn't mean to get caught up in. The head coach was fired after their loss to Ohio, but he wasn't fired because he didn't perform. He wasn't fired because he lost. He was fired for internal reasons. Now, ESPN, Fox Sports, and a couple others are going on to report that apparently he had a extramarital affair with a Michigan staffer and she became pregnant.
Oh.
And that he supposedly forced her into getting an abortion. He was fired after the internal investigation come out. But the story takes an even more twisted turn because that day when he went home, the day he was fired, apparently he got into a domestic dispute with his missus. I can't imagine why. Honey, I got fired because I bopped a cheerleader and I made her have an abortion at gunpoint. I can't imagine how that would have caused some intermarital problems. I can't see how that's possible.
Oh.
So, but the story does not end there.
Oh, shit.
During the domestic, he threatened to kill her and himself, and he fled before police got there. The story still does not end there.
Oh, boy.
He goes to an assistant coach's house, breaks into the house, and threatens to kill the assistant coaches because they gave him up. This sounds to me a lot like Marion Barry. The bitch set me up. And then he said he was going to kill himself and fled the scene there before police showed up.
Oh, jeez.
After an anonymous tip, which actually turned out to be his wife who was following him on Google Maps with his phone.
There you go.
Told him where he was. He was taken into custody and is getting mental counseling at this time before he goes to jail. So
God.
It's just a scandal that didn't end.
God.
I mean, I can't imagine. I mean, can you imagine? You're a multi-million-dollar coach. You're making big money. You got a whole team that follows you. A whole organization, all kinds of stuff. You come home and go, honey, yeah, we need to move to Boise.
Yeah.
Oh, why? Well, I got fired today. Well, why did you get fired? You weren't losing. You weren't doing anything wrong. Yeah, well.
I'm telling you, Ireland's looking better and better every day.
I hope that the coach gets the proper mental health he deserves, because I'm sure he's under quite a bit of mental duress. ESPN reported before we came on that the reported staffer has received a huge bonus in promotion. So,
I guess so.
we're sorry you had to take one for the team. Here's a raise. I am sure that we have not heard the last of that story. So, Avi Loeb, who, as we have followed for months now, is the astrophysicist at Harvard. And he says that we are at risk as 3i Atlas is approaching us because we have no plans for the aliens.
Well, it disappeared, so maybe we're good.
He remains skeptical of what it could mean for humanity. And he says, now remember, it's only going to be 170 million miles from Earth, so we should be okay. But we should probably be prepared. So, Chris says, the for cause part I saw allegedly may include that after he forced her into abortion and keeping quiet, he may or not have increased her salary. Yeah. She got a promotion and a pay raise. Yeah. So,
there you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
I can see the backers at the University of Michigan going, what the hell did I just pay for? So, he got caught with his pants down. So it happens. It's sports. It happens, I guess. But I hope the coach does get the proper mental health condition. And I hope the girl does too, because being forced into an abortion is probably going to leave her with some mental duress as well. So, but getting back to 3i Atlas. Oh, I'm sure she'll never work a day in her life.
That's correct.
Here on out. So, and of course, we'll never really know who her true identity is.
Oh, sure. We'll find out at some point.
Yeah. Well, I mean, ESPN's reporting that there's a blonde bombshell that just got a huge promotion and raise for no apparent reason. So I'm pretty sure that's probably her. And ironically, she'd been missing for 3 months, but that's another story.
Oh, God.
Hopefully he doesn't have kidnapping. Oh, Jesus. All right. So 3i Atlas is the gift that keeps giving unwanted gifts. And Avi Loeb is saying that we need to Chris says he knows who she is. What?
You said a gift that
keeps giving unwanted gifts. Remember, it's the big sperm cell flowing through the universe, spewing off its strata. So,
don't breathe, everybody. You're going to get herpes.
That's right. You got space herpes. So it's better to get space boogers. But Avi is sticking with his gun, saying there's too many technological signatures. NASA is lying to us.
Yep.
I wouldn't want to hedge my bets. So, and this is from a Harvard astrophysicist. You know, it could be a rock that they just shot out of a cannon to see what we'd do. You know, I mean, who knows? You know, they might be going, hey, let's see if we can get the stupid humans to bite on this. So,
well, do you remember way back in the day when they did that thing on the radio where they said that we were being invaded? Yeah, something like that. Yeah. And nobody paid attention that he had said that it was just false information. It was a story. People went out and killed each other. And I mean, it was a wreck.
Yeah, it was big.
So now they're saying that we got something in the sky.
You know, in the next 8 days, I predict there may be some anarchy. So
yeah, right.
I'm really concerned that there's going to be some anarchy coming with this, but we will continue to follow it and see what happens. So
and laugh our asses off about it.
It could be a black swan event. It could be aliens, or it could just be a dirty snowball. Who the hell knows? So, but I feel pretty confident saying that I don't think we're alone in the galaxy. I really don't. But, and I don't think that our government would tell us up front. I don't believe that either for a minute. But for this comet, it has been way too public, and they've been hiding way too many things on it. and claiming deep space military secrets, blurry photos. But like I said, you got Juan with the flip phone, the kid looking for a sandwich down in Guatemala, with a damn better picture than Hubble has. So there's something fishy. Like I said, it may very well, in fact, just be a dirty comment, but they still haven't told us the whole truth about it. So, but it's shocker. It's the government. So maybe we will send Space Force up there and we will hijack it and keep it for our own.
And why hasn't Elon gone up there?
Well, ironically enough, and I haven't reported on it, but there's been several launches from his company here recently. So
yeah, no,
they're saying that. I don't know. Maybe Elon's on a plane there or whatever, a vessel there. The Kentucky Republican Senator Massey has introduced legislation today wanting the U.S. to leave NATO. Now, you might remember Massey and Trump didn't necessarily get along. With him and Marjorie Taylor Greene and Anna Paul Luna. Well, apparently Trump has said no comment on this one so far, but he has introduced legislation into the House for the U.S. to leave NATO. So stay tuned.
I don't think Trump would oppose that, though. Really,
I don't.
I think that's something we should have gotten rid of a long time ago. It's money Ponzi.
I agree.
Laundering.
And we'll actually kind of mention that here in a minute. So we're gonna hit this one real quick because I don't even know why in the same hell this has been news. Marco Rubio, originally when he wanted to go through and do all the DEI changes to the Department of State, one of the things he said was that the Calibri, I think it's how it's pronounced, Calibri font was to no longer be used. Well, that was at first denied, that they could say they could use whatever font they wanted. And we're talking about fonts you use on your computer when you send exchanges. Right. Well, Rubio wouldn't take no for an answer, and he's fought back on this, and he has said that the Times New Roman font has been the font of the U.S. State Department for over 30 years. It was changed by the Biden administration during the DEI initiative. Yes, as ridiculous as that does sound, but he is changing it back to the official font. So if you receive an email and it's not in Times New Roman 14 from the State Department on State Department letterhead, then you're getting a fake letter. From this point forward, under the font coup, you must use Times New Roman 14 font. I don't know why this is an issue, but apparently
I don't even know what the hell they're talking about, so I don't care.
Well, when you go and you set up a letter, you can change your font and do whatever you want. And there's a lot of pushback on this, and I don't understand. It's just a goddamn font, people. If we want to make sure that everybody knows you're getting an official letter from the government, it's supposed to be XXX. Let it be XXX. Just stop already. It's a goddamn font. Brenda, I got this article for you.
All right.
It's the first wheelchair user set to go to space.
Don't do it.
Well, and an upcoming Blue Origin flight will mark the first for special people, the ones in wheelchairs, disabilities. Next mission will include Michelle Michi Benthaus. She's an aerospace mechatronics engineer at the European Space Agency who is confined to a wheelchair. She will be one of the 6 passengers on the New Shepard rocket and will travel above the Kármán line, internationally recognized as the boundary of space. She's been confined to a wheelchair since 2018 after a mountain biking accident left her with a permanent spinal cord injury. On social media, she's posted that she's excited. It's a dream of hers forever. And she was afraid that after her injury, she would never be able to do anything further. So congratulations to her. She's flown in 0G in the research plane, but she will be a part of the 37th Blue Origin vessel. It's a 62-mile trip lasting 11 minutes. And so congratulations to her. She's the first cripple that gets to go in space. So,
I wonder if I should call Andy and ask him if he's going.
Yeah, there you go. She's kind of hot too. So, all right. So there you go. We have the first cripple in space. So, this next article, I don't even really know why I should cover this. McDonald's fans are hungry and horrified after a worker on TikTok has explained how the McRib is made.
Yeah.
Since 1981, it's probably the most viral moment for the burger brand and remains so as it returns to menus continually. It's a barbecue-inspired sandwich, and it's a culinary enigma to many. It's resurfacing again at select restaurants, and a conversation has been sparked about exactly what is it.
It's not what you think it is.
Well, the puzzling pork product consists of boneless, vaguely rib-shaped meat patty. It is constructed from a McKitchen, and viewers get a step-by-step guide of how the McRib is made. The limited sandwich is made, giving a deeper look than what many customers may have anticipated. The video shows an employee putting the McRib patties on the grill, letting them cook until brown, and then the brown patties are brought over to another station to get sauced. Sounds a lot like Brenda. The employees will microwave the barbecue sauce to reheat it before drowning the piece of meat in its sauce. The patties are soaked in the sauce for quite a bit, and then they're removed and put back on a rack to drip off. It does look to be in the shape of a slice of ribs, but it's not. Together, it is put with onions and no pickles, please, and extra barbecue sauce and a toasted bun. So it is a seasoned slab of pork, but it is not actually a rib. McDonald's claims they use ground boneless pork shoulder and then add their secret ingredients, and then it is made for you to order. Hopefully mine comes with no pickle. So there you go. So in case you've ever wondered what the McRib is. So
yeah, I've seen another video on it, and that's a far slide right there.
You know, but the problem is they taste so damn good. It's like a goddamn Crystal burger. There's not any real meat there, but it tastes so good.
I used to manage a Crystal. I used to be a general manager of one.
I know. It's just they taste so good. I hopefully in Australia, you guys and gals, since our pain,
they have better food out there.
Well, maybe their McRib is really McMeat. So, but here in the U.S., we get McMystery. So, in case you're ready for Christmas, well, you better get your letters and packages in the mail this week, because otherwise, after next week, they're not going to be guaranteeing that they will get them to Santa in time. So, but they say that they are ready. Postal Service is at full operating capacity and ready to rock and roll. So, there you go. Supposedly, under the Utah desert, we have discovered something that is going to give us a military edge over China. Apparently, we have discovered critical minerals that can be used for building weapons and electronics. And they've been discovered under the sands of the Utah Silicon Ring. So, 16 different types of minerals in a 74,000 square foot mining site. So there you go. We won that. So we got more ways to blow shit up. And I hate for every bone in my body hates to report this goddamn story. I do not know why we are still dealing with this piece of shit. A U.S. judge has ordered Kilomar Abrego Garcia to be released from ICE custody yet again. What? Why is this son of a bitch not back in Somalia, El Salvador, Guatemala, somewhere, for God's sake, somewhere, anywhere, somebody take him. We don't want him. He's a drug trafficker, a child molester, domestic abuser, illegal alien. So
he should be under the jail.
Well, they're letting him out, but he still has to.
They should be slapped. Fired.
I agree, but he still apparently is going to have to come to Tennessee to face the smuggling charges, which he is not guilty to. So hopefully Tennessee will do the right thing, and I'm done with that story. I can't believe it. All right, here you go, Brenda. I wanted to get you going on this one before we go. Joy Reid, you know her, don't you?
Yep.
Well, she has said that Jingle Bells is racist. Did you know that?
Excuse me?
Although there's no provided evidence, Joy Reid sent out a video to her 1.3 million social media followers that claims Jingle Bells is racist. Now, nothing in the actual video substantiates the claim. The fact that Jingle Bells composer James Lord Pierpont fought for the Confederacy during the Civil War does not make Jingle Bells racist, nor does the fact, apparently, that he did write some racist minstrel songs. But
Jingle Bells was not one.
Doesn't make Jingle Bells racist. The only so-called evidence, and if you wouldn't even call it evidence, is a vague claim that a plaque in Boston, Massachusetts shows that this racist Confederate soldier wrote Jingle Bells to make fun of black people. So it's a song with origins to blackface. Video further claims, and we're still talking about Joy Reid's video, that Jingle Bells made its debut under the original title, The One Horse Open Sleigh, in blackface at Ordway Hall in Boston, September of 1857.
1857. Okay. Shut the hell. You know what? We are, take off everybody's skin. We all look the fucking same. Gross, but we look the same. Stop this racist bullshit. I've had it. It's over my head. Damn. Bunch of idiots. Stupid ass people. What? I'm moving to Iceland. Greenland. Not Iceland. Greenland. No. Where did I say I was going? Ireland. That's where I'm going. Fuck it.
So supposedly the original lyrics had the word laughing darky in it. I don't know.
Oh, God.
I'm just here waiting for a full
Well, I want to hear that song then. I want to hear it. I want to hear that damn song. Prove it. Or it didn't happen and shut the hell up.
I don't know. So at any rate, you can do your own research and see if you think.
Now I'm going to walk around Walmart just to see if they play Jingle Bells.
I figured I'd get you going. All right. Maybe I'll bring you back down to earth with a Fetterman story. So maybe I'll bring you back down.
Hi, Ivy. Hi, Chad.
So John Fetterman, once again, he's slamming a liberal podcaster who's attacking Erica Kirk, calling her gross and dehumanizing. Fetterman, who is a Democrat from Pennsylvania, condemned a leftist podcast for attack on Turning Point USA Erica Kirk CEO, the widow of Charlie Kirk. He called it gross and dehumanizing, and that these people just witnessed a public assassination. It shouldn't be controversial to put our political views aside and extend a grace for a deeply traumatized family to grieve. More and more, this guy impresses me.
Well, you know what?
When I first started, I didn't like him, but
I'm liking him now. But there is
there's always
going on with Erica Kirk.
But and his name was not on that Democrat list, by the way. I want to point that out.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know. So I'm not saying I like him, but I'm saying I'm starting to like him more than I thought I would. So it's kind of like that candy bar you take a bite of that you think, I just want something sweet, and this is all I got. It's going to be shit. And you end up going, God damn, this is pretty good. It's one of those deals, though. I mean, I don't know.
Like I said, his stroke fixed him.
No, I mean, I'm glad. Well, and once again, I'm glad he got the help he needed for it. So, but yeah, I'm really surprised that he's like that. Chris says Joy Behar, Jimmy Kimmel, and Justin Trudeau have all been in blackface since Jingle Bells came out, And Joy Reid loves them all. Hey, can we get an AI video to send it to her of them all singing
Right?
Jingle Bells?
God.
So, what's the other Christmas song that's supposed to be sexist? Baby, come inside. It's cold outside. What's that song? That's supposed to be a rapist song, I was told. We weren't allowed to play.
Yeah, I'm going to open my window and yell to a rapist, baby, come inside. Shut the hell up.
I'm just telling you, that was one of the songs we couldn't play for a while. So because it was controversial, that was a rape song. People read, but yet we have a popular music genre that actively talks about guns, violence, murder of each other, and using words that we're not allowed to use. But
I think they need to bring back Archie Bunker and Fred Sanford.
Red Fox too. God, I would love to hear Richard Pryor, him doing a comedy bit on all this.
Oh yeah,
because it would be gold. It would be gold. He's still one of the best in stand-up. So. Well, FEMA apparently is not worried about us. They didn't give us a daily report, but they said, hey, if you're out in the Pacific Northwest or the Northern Rockies, well, you're going to need some heavy rain. In Northeast, well, you're going to get blizzards. And from the North Plains down to the Mid-Atlantic, which is now extending into the South, freezing rain. So everybody be weather aware. We're in that time of year where you could get rain. You could get snow, or nothing could happen. So,
or the sun woohoo!
Yeah, the president was in office by 9 a.m. 1 o'clock, there was a press briefing in the Brady press room with Carolyn. She was still going when we came on. 4:45, he is participating in a signing ceremony. I don't know what that is. And then at 8:15 tonight, he is going to deliver remarks at a congressional ball. So we'll see what that's about. Maybe he'll mumble about Fed hair. We'll see. So the healthcare costs that rise after the Senate rejects extension of the ACA. So apparently that bill didn't go anywhere. So let's see. New York Attorney General Latifah James in a blow. What? A grand jury refuses to reindict. Oh, there's a shocker. Let's see. A North Carolina sheriff keeps challenging top lawmakers. Okay, well, he's a sheriff. Know your role. Booger. No, that's not his name. What's his name? Sam. Okay. Well,
Sam Booger?
I don't know. I don't know. And then there's a big controversy because apparently in some speech or some comment, Trump told parents of little girls to only buy $1 or $2. And now they're like, well, he's rich. Why should he be telling us to only buy $1 or $2? I don't understand people, but apparently they're saying that Trump shouldn't be talking about dolls to poor parents. I don't understand some of these stories. Sometimes I think they just look for shit to stir up. Now I'll give them Fed hair and deadhead. Yeah, I'll give them that one. And I'll give them the fact that we, pretty much stole a container ship or an oil ship. But, come on. Dolls, come on, give me a... And then they're accusing Gnome of lying, from the very one that said it was a horrible accident. So,
oh God,
we're just gonna move on. We're just gonna move on.
Yeah. Please.
All right. So, talking about this, the rain is going to be letting up in Washington, but downriver is where you need to be concerned. But the higher elevations are going to get snow, which will eventually end up being a problem because of the runoff when it melts. If you're anywhere from Washington over to the Great Lakes, you can expect snow. That band that's really bad is extending from Montana down through Nebraska, and later tonight it's going to be into Idaho. No, that's not right. Not Idaho. Iowa, Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky. It may venture as far down as Kentucky into southern Virginia. We're going to have to kind of wait and see. So pay attention that extreme snow, and then it's going to be moving across, following the Appalachians back up to the northeast over the next couple of days. And remember, this Albert, that's just a real quick short one that's coming, but the next one that's coming after this is going to be bringing even more snow to the north and rain to the south. As far as down in the Gulf, along the coast of Texas and Louisiana, you might see some spotty showers, but everybody in the Appalachia, be prepared for a mix of snow, rain, sleet, whatever. And it'll all be changing over to snow as this band pushes through. So we could see some good snow out of this in parts of the country. So where'd it go? Because we're running out of time, and I get to get to a vet. Sydney here at 19 Celsius, Melbourne 16, Brisbane 22, Perth 20. Adelaide 26, Hobart 14, Canberra 16, and Darwin 26. Now, you do need to check with your Bureau of Meteorology before you go out, because in certain parts, New South Wales, Victoria, Queensland, both Western and South Australia, as far as Tasmania and certain areas of the Capital Territory and Northern Territories, there are some weather warnings. So check with your Bureau of Meteorology before you venture out of the house, and don't trust a bloated fat guy in East Tennessee telling you what the weather's going to be.
Oh, God.
There's no serious electrical activity in the lower 48 or Alaska, but it does look like Australia has several scattered showers across the continent that do have some pretty good energy to them. So pay attention if you go outside to the weather upstairs. Could be some lightning and rain. So let's see. The most recent earthquake. Let's just go right here. Most recent. Well, it looks like down in South America was the most recent. So, all right. Japan has been pretty quiet after the mega quake, but they are still under the mega quake warning. They are currently no tsunami warnings, watches, advisories, or threats. So let's see. What else can we cover real quick? We'll see. Let's see. Are there any planes down here? What is that? It's a C2. I don't know. What the hell's a C2 doing down there? I don't know. So, yeah, there's all kinds of stuff. Columbia's coming. Why is I bet I know why. Do you take a guess why you think that Columbia would be taking a large transport plane out of Alexandria, Louisiana? Why do you think that would be, Brenda?
They're going to go get that big old oil ship? I don't know.
No. I would guess that plane right there is probably loaded with illegal aliens, and they're taking them home.
You're probably right.
Yeah, look right there. There it is. So it's coming out of Alexandria. It's a Colombian flagged ship, I guess it's a ship, really. So it could be taking a couple hundred people home. So there you go. We wish them safe travels on their journey back to where they come from. So there you go. What else do we have? Also, they were talking about down here with the oil stuff, several tankers that are just kind of hanging out. And I went down here kind of looking around in the Gulf of Venezuela, and I couldn't find any that were transmitting. Now, interestingly enough, if we go over to China, let me find my bearings here. It's Sri Lanka. Where am I at? China. You look out. Where is it? Where did I see this? There are hundreds of them lined up that are not being used. All these ships are just anchored and not being used. And all these little white dots, that is a lot. These are all Chinese flagged vessels that are not being used currently, whether they're being for cargo, which most of them are, or oil. That tells us the Chinese economy isn't doing too great. If that many, look at them lined up here. There's rows of them lined up. They're not being used.
We're out of time.
Yeah, we're out of time. So there you go. But that tells us their economy is not doing too great. So, yeah, I got to go. I got to get Ginger to a vet. We will see you guys and gals tomorrow at same time, same location. Everybody have a great day. We are out of here until tomorrow. And if you're on YouTube,
we have to find another button.
Oh, wait a minute. Why did it stop playing?
I don't know.
I don't know either. It just stopped playing. So, and it won't play now at all. So I don't know.
Oh,
Well,
that's cute.
that's crazy. Yeah, I don't know. Are we still live? Yeah, we're still live. So.
Yes, we are.
All right. Well, everybody have a great day. I don't know what the hell's going on. There's a shocker. So we'll just, I don't know. We'll just go out.
Buckle up for another wild ride. Bold
see you
takes,
later.
sharp commentary, no filters. It's Sportcat's Daily Gazette, overnights, only on Dare Talk Radio.
There you go.
And we're off the air in Australia. Actually, we weren't transmitting the whole time in Australia. I don't know. Weird.
Oh, well. And then he just cuts off and leaves me here.
Yeah, no, I did. All right. We're officially leaving this time. See everybody later.